Oh. Hi. Can I help you, or? Yeah, see, they don't normally let people who aren't in costume back here. Oh, you're new. All right, look. If anybody comes by, just tell them you're with me. It'll be okay. Oh, there you are. Yeah, sure. Ask me anything. Anything you want. Oh. Well, the usual first question is, how does someone become a furry? There's no one answer. I'll tell you how it happened to me. I didn't used to be like this. I didn't used to be a part of the furry community. I, once upon a time, was a sad and lonely little man. I had a couple of friends, but they were online, not really local. And I wasn't really happy with my life or where it was going. And I was on the verge of becoming a statistic, a suicide. So one day, I sat down at my computer to prepare myself. Hey guys, I know that you don't really know me a lot beyond the icon and the screen name, but I want you to know that you've been really important to me, and I really appreciate that. I'm not going to be around online anymore, so think of me from time to time. I'd really appreciate it. Oh, fuck! Rekka, not a good time, okay? You would have to ask me this now, wouldn't you? I guess I don't have anything better to do. World's largest convention of anthropomorphics. Dude, are you a furry? Wow, okay, all right. Look, okay, no, it's fine. I just didn't know. I'm not into that whole scene, so maybe you should find somebody else to go with you? Okay. All right, that's kind of cute. That's actually adorable. Okay, no, that's horrifying, no. I'll do it, but I reserve the right to bail if I get too creeped out. Now, I've been to conventions before. They're all pretty much the same, and whether you're a chemist or you write Captain Kirk, Mr. Spock erotic fiction. I don't know what I was expecting to be different this time than any of the other nerd conventions I've been to, but in that regard, I guess I was a little disappointed. Rekka picked me up from the airport wearing a pair of pink cat ears. When we got to the hotel for check-in, I had to squeeze my way through a very crowded, very fancy Westin Convention Center hotel lobby. And there were a lot of fairly normal-looking people around, minus the ones with ears and tails. And then over here, there were a few that were more of a punk rock aesthetic. And then there were the neck-bearded mouth-breather types. You know, the kind of guys you expect to see at a Pride Fest on meth. Rekka, this is a little overwhelming. No, dude, look, it'll be fine. We just gotta get through check-in and get your badges from registration, and everything will calm down. Hey, Toby! Rekka! You made it! Ha! Toby was a 6.5-foot tall, very athletically built individual wearing blue rabbit ears. When he picked up Rekka and squeezed him, I thought he was going to pop him. So I looked around a little uncomfortably and started to notice that around the room there were couples here and there, nuzzling and cuddling each other, and the worst possible scenario started to make its way through my mind. And I envisioned immediately when the elevator doors closed on the way up to the rooms, the furries would start in with their sexual depravity, and I decided right then that I was going to walk the stairs up to my room. Who's your friend? Toby, this is Singe. Good to meet you. Singe, huh? What species? I beg your pardon? What species are you? I didn't know how to answer that. It's like somebody going down the street and asking what race you are. Toby, Singe isn't really wolf. It was the first thing that came to my mind. Wolf? Oh man, I was hoping for something interesting like a gazelle. Us prey animals got to stick together, you know? Look, I got to get up to my room. I got a lot of booze to carry up. It was good to meet you. After we got through with hotel registration, I found out that our rooms were on the 23rd floor, which for someone in my physical shape completely precludes the idea of me walking the stairs up. So I was forced to take the elevator, and admittedly the elevator ride was pretty tame. The con-security was cutting 2 or 3 people in costume to the front of the line for every car. So I was in the elevator with some kind of pink canine with white hearts embroidered all over his body, and a gray wolf with a snarky expression and 3 colors worth of mohawk. So, did you think about anything you wanted to try? Anything on the con schedule that looked interesting? I don't know, man. I have no frame of reference for this. I'll tell you what. You pick something, point me at it, and I'll go do that. Well, I think the best thing for somebody who's new to all this is probably to go see Uncle Kage. This horrified me simply from the sound of it, because I envisioned this creepy old man, like with missing teeth, sitting on the front porch playing the banjo. It was like, I don't know, Deliverance or the Texas Chainsaw Massacre was happening to me, only instead of like the guy wearing the mask made of human skin and chasing me with a chainsaw, I was going to get chased down by some kind of giant fluffy purple skunk and cuddled to death. So we ran down the hall to get to Kage's talk or whatever was going on, and we got there very late. He was wrapping things up. Kage was not as horrifying as I expected him to be. He was a skinny, funny little man in a lab coat talking about acceptable standards of behavior. Now, this is going to seem elementary, but it bears repeating. We have a lot of new folks who come to AnthroCon every year, and it really is for the comfort and safety of everyone around you. Please obey what we have affectionately termed the 6-2-1 rule. I would like a volunteer, someone who's new. You in the back, you there with the glasses. Yes, you, young man, come up here. I want to use you for a demonstration. Yes, now, let me see. You seem to be very well rested, my friend. How much sleep would you say you got in the last day? 7, 8 hours? Ah, I see. And you seem quite well nourished. You don't appear to be hungry. How many times have you eaten today? Breakfast and lunch? Yeah, both. Ah, and pardon me, but you do not stink. Therefore, I can assume you have had a shower. Yes. And there we have it, folks, the 6-2-1 rule in action. You may sit down if you like, sir. Thank you very much. That is 6 hours of sleep, 2 good meals. Beer and ramen do not count, nor does hard liquor. And 1 shower per 24-hour period. We've all been, those of us who've been going to conventions for a while, we've all seen the individual who has a very pungent scent. But it's radiating off of him like odor lines coming from a comic strip. And we've all been to the convention where the young fellow has arrived at his first furry con. He spent all his money getting here, and the last bit of money he had, he went straight to the dealer's room and bought art, or art prints, or custom sketches, or